Hey Roberta, so I went ahead and pulled a spread on the situation and I would just kind of tell you what I'm getting. Your major card you have the Tower card, but it is in reverse. So, and that's your both of your major cards here. The Knight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Tower in reverse. So, what I'm kind of getting from that is your major cards is that you both have, like you had said, you both have been through some things, okay? Um, you're both still in a waiting period where you're just kind of waiting for the storm to pass, so to say. Conversations that don't trigger anymore. You know, the worst is behind both of you. So there's only forward movement from here. But one of you is still like pausing a little bit here when it comes to full on movement, um, announcements, going more serious, planning to that effect. So I feel like maybe that's him still in the waiting period. Okay. But the worst is behind him as well when it comes to the past. He will let go of some of his power, okay? Trying to manipulate people or trying to enforce rules and regulations upon you or other people. I feel like he will start to try to go with you, go on the flow with you when it comes to decisions and certain things where he used to take full control, but now he's going to kind of let go of that control a little bit and work on things with you. I say that because you have the Ten of Wands here in reverse. So that is kind of like letting go of huge responsibilities that burden you down, um, that weigh us down. Responsibilities that we have, that we do a lot of, that really doesn't have any necessity or need to be in your future life. Okay, so there's going to be some letting go of some baggage for the both of you here. um, I do see a happy family unit here. A lot of planning, a lot of advice being given, but I also see little arguments happening here and there. um, so once he does make that little, forward motion with you, don't, the cards are saying for me to say, don't start planning and going overly excessive. Okay, whether it be, oh, let's do this together, let's do that together. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm gonna, tell this person and we're gonna plan this. And I feel like that would cause some arguments. So to just stay patient and calm and just allow the process to happen with him, okay? So, yeah, I mean, in the past, I feel like there was a third party, and one of you felt defeated, um, fighting for romance, fighting for that attention, whether it was him or with somebody else, you know, maybe both of you kind of dealt with that. So when it comes to wanting to fight for something or become competitive for the attention of your boyfriend, either or, him with you, it kind of triggers something into them to let go. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to fight for somebody. I don't want to have to work my way into their little life. You know what I'm saying? So to not try, just kind of let him do his thing, whether it be freedom, going out with friends, not wanting to talk about certain things, fine. I am glad that you guys are communicating a little bit here, because he will get back that vibe of wanting to, you know, prove to you, that he's capable of, giving you good advice and giving you good news and, going forward with what you both want here, which is stability and security, within the relationship. So I do see that happening. Where did my other card go? Okay. You want to be content in your life, whether it be in your personal life or with him. You just want to be satisfied. You want to be in that place where you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to romance, or finances. You are manifesting that, and you want that, which is awesome, because that has to do with peace and serenity. Less we worry about things, the better for our for our spirit, for our peace of mind. She wears yellow, which is about happiness and being joyful and only focusing on the positive. But for some reason, you feel hesitant about something here. Whatever it is, take it into your heart. Weigh the pros and cons. What will make you feel more of this card? Feel more relaxed and at peace. Happy in your surroundings, happy with the people that you're surrounded with. You have the Magician card, which is about manifesting, making things more balanced in the relationship, letting go of the past. So I want to ask if you have done any candle rituals, any egg cleansings lately, because I kind of feel like those are finally coming into manifestation. Okay, they're finally coming into your now, instead of like far future. I do want to say that even though he will want to move forward, don't take that to heart, because I kind of feel like you will just get let down, because he will have his ups and downs. And this might even be you. You might have your ups and downs. You might be content in the relationship in the near future, but then just be like, I don't want this. Or this isn't everything I want, in the relationship. And still focus on what they don't have, if you get what I'm saying. So they'll have that notion of wanting to let go of that person and be free and do what they want to do here. So when I say don't take it to heart, don't put all your 100% power into it. Let him still show you. Even though he showed you a little bit, don't grab onto that. Let him show you more for a longer period of time. Okay? You have the Empress card as your final card, which is the mother card. It can mean fertility. It can mean being a mother, taking care of children, or just being nurturing. With those three cards at the very end, I'm kind of getting that you will nurture his side to be less intimidating, for him to have more patience, and not be so high strung, because I kind of feel like that will mess with his health in the far future. So maybe that's your purpose of being together, is to calm him, make him know that little things that happen that are bad isn't the whole world, that it's you and you two against the world, not the world against you two. But you do have the Temperance card with him. So I do see things manifesting and getting better between you two, but I am seeing for you to really practice a lot of patience and not jumping onto little gifts that he gives you, whether it's a promise here or a notion here. You know what I'm saying? But for timing for all this to happen, I'm kind of getting October for that. But it could also be like 10 weeks. So, but I am getting the number 10 for that. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in Messenger. Much love.